You are now tuned in to Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio.
Let's go.
Welcome back, people.
Let's go.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Pits and Push.
Episode 9.
Episode 9. We back.
Let's get it.
How y'all doing out there? Pits and Push fans.
Hey, I feel like it's been a minute, man. You know, we took a week off last weekend to consult and talk. It was refreshing, bro. We went hiking. Hey.
I encourage you all, if you haven't experienced going on a trail and just letting loose and just getting that good cardio workout and just getting that spiritual vibe out there, we in Pits and Push. Encourage y'all to do so, man.
Listen, your mental health is important.
Yes, it
is. Embrace it, strengthen it, enrich it. It is so vital and important that you take care of your mental health.
Especially right now in the times we in right now, man.
Yeah,
so
real talk.
Taking care of your mental health is important, man. Reach out to somebody then if you need to. And
not only that, man, hey, check on your friends. It's okay to reach out to your friends just to say, hey, you was on my mind. Want to make sure you're doing good.
For sure. But hey, brother, what we got going on today in Pits and Push episode 9?
Hey, listen.
9, bro.
Hey, man, the trajectory.
Yeah.
It's like that hill we was on.
For sure.
It goes up.
For sure.
That's God's grace. But today for them, we got Major League Baseball, the playoffs, man.
Hey, my man, Dusty doing his thing over there, huh?
Hey, shout out to the Houston Astros. Can't complain about them cheating and sign signals, stealing signs now.
Oh, man, Dusty straighten them guys out over there, man.
Hey, listen, we got the playoffs for the MLB. We got a recap of them Lakers.
Hey.
Them NBA champion Lakers.
Hey, who's my boy off of there?
Wow, this dude.
LeBron James. LeBron James.
This guy here.
Rest in peace, Kobe, man. I'm glad my boy Bron got him one, and I'm glad they had a chance to honor Kobe.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going to go ahead and jump into that college football.
Yes.
We're going to talk
a lot of news in college football. NFL as well, man.
Right. College and NFL, it's the same.
About.
So listen, episode 9, we coming at you, Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio. And we're back. Let's go. Time to jump right on into it, man. We're going to go ahead and get into them Major League Baseball playoffs. So, listen.
lot. How do you feel about the way first of all, let me get your thoughts on the teams in the championship series right now. Let me get your thoughts on that before we get into that.
So right now we got the Houston Astros playing against Tampa Bay, and then we have the Los Angeles Dodgers playing against the Atlanta Braves. And you know, I honestly, Tampa and Atlanta to me are surprise teams, because Tampa, and I even feel like the San Diego Padres would have been just as good in the championship series, because you know they fought through a lot of adversity and they were poised. But Tampa and Atlanta are the surprise teams for me. Houston, I'm gonna be honest, is a surprise team because I just knew that everybody would throw their best at Houston, given everything that went on with them, with the cheating and the sign stealing. So I honestly did not see the Houston Astros being a part of the championship series. So I pictured it to be the World Series. I thought it would be the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees, primarily because you have two teams that already had power. They were already established, right? And then for the Yankees, you add Stanton, then you add Cole, right?
What?
And you already have Judge. Then when you go to the Dodgers and you add a Mookie Betts and you add a Clayton Kershaw to a team that their continuity was already great. So I thought the establishment would be the Yankees versus the Dodgers in the World Series. However, the Yankees couldn't get past Tampa Bay. So now
that was a surprise to me as well. Like with all that star power, how did that happen?
The crazy thing is is that for baseball, if you're pitching, it's kind of like you're only as good as your pitchers take as far as your pitchers take you, because if your pitchers are giving up home runs, if they're giving up a lot of RBI situations where the runners are in scoring position and they're allowing the batters to have sac flies that they're able to move the runners. That's how Tampa Bay beat New York. They had runners on the edges, and every time Tampa Bay got up, it was a selfless act. They were sacrifice flying to the opposite side of the field where it was easy for the third base runner to advance home.
Right.
The Yankees is all about power. It's not finesse. Tampa's finesse. And so when it came to Tampa, I was shocked. But then Cole can't be your only ace, right? And you gotta have solidified closers.
How many innings can he pitch?
He can, Cole can go.
I mean, I know he could go. I'm just saying.
Cole can go when he's up, because if you think about it, Cole's going to pitch game 1, maybe game 3 or 4, depending on how game 2 and 2 went. If they get up 2-0, then you don't have to pitch Cole on game 3. You can rest Cole another day for game 4.
Right.
But Cole can go at least 7, 8 innings straight on a great day. On a bad day, 4. Then when you look at the Dodgers are doing everything that we expected. However, now, they had to claw back into it. They were down 3-1.
Yeah.
So right now the Dodgers on tonight, they just tied it up 3-3.
Okay.
So now that series is tied 3-3 with Atlanta, right? But then when we flip over to the other team, the Houston Astros and Tampa Bay, that series is tied 3-3 with that game going on currently as we're talking now. And right now Tampa Bay's up 2-0 on the Astros in the top of the first. So, man, I didn't see the Yankees going out like they did.
Who do you see coming out at both sides?
Oh,
for
I got
the
it.
World Series?
I haven't been the Astros and the Astros and the Dodgers. I see the Astros and the Dodgers coming out.
Okay. Why? Let me ask you this. So who you got winning the World Series?
The Dodgers.
Why?
The Dodgers pitching rotation is better. If I was to solidify, I solidify my decision on pitching, like I said, because if your pitching isn't good, then you're just giving up runs. So if your pitching rotation is solid, and right now it's a little shaky because Kershaw's hurt. However, if your pitching rotation can have a consistency, your hitters are going to hit. Your hitters are going to get their chances at the mound.
Yeah, the pitching position is like.
So it's what the pitcher gives up.
Yeah.
If the
So it's like
pitcher's
the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only difference is the pitcher, if he's throwing curveballs and they're hanging over home plate and they're high, it's curving at chest capacity, then you're looking at a lot of balls going out the park.
No
But
question.
if they throwing them change-ups, and the change-ups or the sliders. is coming in at a spot where they're inside, so it's hard for a hitter, even a good hitter, to turn it and take it. It's hard, but I honestly see the Dodgers and the Astros, but I see the Dodgers winning it.
Pulling it out. Huh?
It would be a great story for Houston if Houston was to win it, given all the adversity they went through and the criticism that they faced at the beginning of the season. Not to mention, in episode 1, we talked about Dusty Baker taking over.
I'm rooting for Dusty, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy because for me, I honestly, as long as it's Houston and LA, I don't really care who win, because I root for Dusty, but then I'm rooting for Mookie Betts.
Betts, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's like either way it go, I'm rooting for them too.
That's what's up, man.
So, but right now, man, can't lie, Atlanta and Tampa can't take that away from them.
Yeah,
because they're playing with a lot of poise, they're playing with a lot of passion
Continuity.
and consistency. So shout out to the Braves, shout out to the Rays, shout out to the Astros, and shout out to the Dodgers, man. Listen, Pits and Push, episode 9, coming at you.
Sports Talk Radio.
We're back. Hey, listen.
Listen, we got we're gonna talk about my man Bron and his NBA championship, the NBA finals, man. Shout out to the Heat though. They gave up a valiant effort, but they fell short. To my guy,
Shout out to the Lakers.
James, LeBron
I ain't just gonna say shout out to LeBron.
James.
I'm
Shout
a
out to the
Laker
Lakers,
fan.
man. I'm
a Laker fan, and I'm gonna say shout out to the Lakers.
Shout out to the Lakers.
And thank you, LeBron, for all your help.
Yeah. That's a great
I hate the fact that I had to say that on tape to give him validation.
Only player in NBA history to win what? 3, not 1, not 2, but 3
3 what?
NBA championships with 3 different teams, and I want to say NBA Finals MVP as well.
You got 4 of them, right?
4 of them, okay. Yeah. But 3 different teams.
Right.
But yeah.
Either way it go.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Los Angeles Lakers.
For sure.
Big ups. You know what I'm saying? That was a good tribute.
That was a great tribute to Kobe and
That was a
Gigi,
real
man.
good
So
tribute, man.
I was happy that ended like that.
Yeah, number
man. That was like
24
kind of
was
like a
forever.
fairy tale story, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it was a happy
So,
ending.
Yeah, man. But how did you feel about that series?
I feel that the Heat came in with all the momentum that they needed.
They did.
But when Dragic wasn't playing and then Ben got hurt in the first game, so then you went through games 2 and 3 and 4. Well, you went through games 2 and 3 without Dragic and Ben. So it was kind of like they were playing on 2 flat tires.
Yeah, kind of ran out of gas, kind of, sort of.
And honestly, Jimmy Butler could do only as much as he did, and he
Listen,
balled as hard as he can.
I felt that they had a good chance, but I felt that Jimmy Butler had to have at least 40 a game
in order for them to have a chance at winning.
Yeah,
I agree with
think
that.
15 to 20 points ain't doing it.
Yeah.
So he had to have that killer game. He dropped like 40 something.
Triple double, 40.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt he had that. I felt he would have had to have that type of a game every night for them to pull it off.
True. And
shout out to Bam too. Bam played his heart out.
He did. Hero,
guys. Yeah. They got a solid group right there, man. I think they'll be back, man. But I just felt like the Lakers was like too long, and I felt like LeBron James willed them that last game.
I think Jimmy let his emotions. I think LeBron is that one player in a sport that you don't talk trash to, because Jimmy, after Game 5, told LeBron, "You in trouble." I watched him mouth it to him, and he said, "You in trouble." Then he went to his bench and he said, "They in trouble." I don't think that's the type of player that you want mouthed off to, because as soon as he said it, LeBron checked out. One sat on the bench, walked off into the tunnel. I already knew when that next game came around, it was all business. No talk, all business. So, but the Lakers, man, the path that they had to take to get there, first starting out with Portland. Portland came in hot. And the Houston Rockets looked like they was going to give the Lakers some trouble, but the Lakers pulled it out. They had to sit the bigs and just let the small ball play. Then they went and played the streak in the hot Denver Nuggets, who had came back from 2-3-1 series, to face the Lakers, and, wasn't able to get it done with the Lakers, and then the Lakers go on to play the Heat. So I think, going from Portland to the Rockets, to the Nuggets, to the Heat, that's a good resume of teams that they had to go up against.
Yeah, it kind of ran out of gas, man.
Yeah.
I saw it too. I was rooting for him, but I knew, even though I'm a Lakers guy, I like Jimmy Butler, man. I like his tenacity. I like his story, and I like his leadership, man. So I've always LeBron's here, Jimmy Butler was here, but I was rooting for both of them. My guy, LeBron pulled it out, man. For all you LeBron critics, man, leave my man alone. He's doing good GOAT stuff right now. Just embrace it and enjoy it, man, and take it in, man, because what this guy's doing in his 17th year, man, is amazing, man.
We don't know if we'll ever see this again.
Come on, man.
So enjoy the talent while we have it.
Please.
But I will say, I will say, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I do agree with his sentiments at the end of the game when he said, "I know I want my damn respect." He deserves it.
He definitely do.
He deserves it.
He do.
But for me, I'm more a LeBron fan off the court than on the court. But as a player, can't knock him. Defense and offense. So, but with that being said, though, this is AD's contract year.
Yeah.
So is he going to return back to the Lakers, or is he going to go home to Chicago? Because that's been in the rumors. He's been wanting to go home to Chicago.
I think he won. I think Braun trying to get one more. I think Braun can talk him into staying.
So, but that means AD
Couple
will have to sign a 1 year contract because Braun only got 1 year on his contract, which is an opt out year.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it all depends on what LeBron wants to do. You know what I mean?
True.
LeBron built the team, so I think that'll play a major factor in what AD does. Or they pretty tight, so I'm pretty sure LeBron discussing plans on what he's planning on do. So AD can make the best financial decision for him and his family.
Right.
So I think AD's decision will weigh heavily on LeBron's.
So let's talk about LeBron for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving made some comments
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks ago that appeared to be shots and criticism at LeBron in regards to him feeling like he was the better shooter on the floor to take the last shot, and that he didn't do that because of obvious reasons. So then LeBron came back and he responded by saying AD's a better player because he want to grow. He has the trajectory is to want to grow. And he kind of took a shot back at Kyrie saying like he's the better teammate because of X, Y, and Z. Do you think there's more resentment, or like I'm starting to feel like they never really had a good relationship? On the court it looked good, but off the court it looked like it was I'm the star, you the co-star.
I think it's just like any other relationship. I think people just grow apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think when things is good, they good, and then when things start to turn sour, if things don't get mended, I think it just continues to.
But I don't think I don't really feel like they really ever had a relationship to grow apart from. Because remember when Kyrie came in, he was young.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was young. Remember Kyrie's dad didn't even want him hanging with LeBron.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I never knew that, but I just feel like people just grow apart, man. In anything, man, you can grow apart. Basketball, football, and life.
Yeah.
Married, friendships.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship. Like people just grow apart. Attitudes collide. Tension. We people, man. So.
But I just feel like in their situation, to grow apart, most of the times when people grow apart, 9 times out of 10 they don't want to admit it, but something happened for them to grow apart. There was a rift somewhere.
Right.
Like, I just don't see a relationship that's going good to just like, hey, you know what?
Egos, man.
Yeah.
I think
pride,
egos and pride play a huge part in people not succeeding in life, stopping their blessings, short stopping their blessings because of pride and their dignity and stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. People are gonna make their own decisions, man, and we are a human being. We're gonna make the decision we feel is gonna be best for us. That don't mean it's the right decision. It's right for me at that moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we just gotta learn and grow from it, man. But people grow apart, man. That's life, sports.
All right,
anything, work.
So rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Hit me.
3 questions.
3 questions.
Will Rondo be with the Lakers again next year?
I'm gonna say yes.
Actually,
if
you know
LeBron's
what?
there.
Actually, you know what? 4 questions.
Okay.
So will Rondo be with the Lakers next year?
Yes, if LeBron's there. I mean, if LeBron, it depends on what LeBron's gonna do.
Do you agree that Rondo's impact at point guard played pivotal for the Lakers in this in the
NBA? Of course. Why would you want to have a wily veteran like Rondo distributing, getting you 10 assists a game, 10 points, 5 rebounds a game? Of course, yes.
Thirdly, will AD be with the Lakers next year?
Depends on what LeBron's gonna do. Again.
Will LeBron be with the Lakers next year?
Yes.
So will AD be with the Lakers next year?
Yes.
Will the Lakers win another NBA title next year?
Yes.
My God. Hey, listen, man, this is Pizza Push. Oh, we can't even forget. Hey, shout out to Sue Bird and the Seattle Storm.
WNBA. I think they got their fourth one.
Yeah, number 4. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the women, man.
Shout out to the women,
Sue
man.
Bird and them doing their thing. Seattle Storm. Big ups to the ladies.
Congratulations, y'all.
Hey, episode 9, Pits and Push, Sports Talk Radio. Let's go. Welcome back, Pits and Push, episode 9. Now, this next topic, it goes right into our wheelhouse. These next 2 topics, 'cause it all deals with football.
It's crazy.
So, college football. We're gonna start on that topic first.
It's a lot. Where do we start? Do we start about the fines being passed out to the coaches? Do we start about where the major outbreaks on campuses are and these college football teams are gone and they're still playing?
It's crazy, man. There's so many games being canceled every week
It's a lot.
because of an outbreak
going
on
out
campus.
there in sports world.
And I think that it was very unprofessional, inconsiderate, and dangerous for Coach Mullen for Florida Gators last week to come out and say that I hope that our game this week against LSU is packed out 90,000 deep. And it's ironic that his team caught COVID. Not only did his team catch COVID, but he caught it.
Yeah.
He now got COVID.
Yeah.
And this is the man that said, let's pack 90,000 fans in our stadium.
How does that happen? Why does that happen? Especially right now with everything's going on. Why was that allowed to happen? Here's where we see where money takes precedence over everything.
Health, your livelihood.
It's all about
everything.
money, y'all.
Like,
Bottom line.
every week there's a couple of games that's canceled because of COVID, man. These outbreaks are serious on campus.
Yeah, major outbreaks. You know what I mean? What we talking about? Ole Miss, LSU.
When you say for your team in Florida that you have to have 53 scholarship players that are able for you to go forward with a game, and 23 of your scholarship players and 4 walk-ons got COVID. Then your head coach, the Saturday when y'all supposed to play, test positive as well. And this is the same coach that said, let's pack out the stadium.
Right. Are there no repercussions for that?
It's ignorance, man. Oh, now, The NCAA put out a memo going forward about fines, I believe, right?
Yeah. No, they did change the fine policy, but they did just hand out some big fines in the SEC, I believe, to Tennessee, Texas A&M, and Ole Miss for failure to adhere to the COVID protocols. Basically, what they do is all the broadcast games in the SEC, they have a committee that reviews the games. And every time the camera cuts to the coach, they check to see whether if they have the mask on, right? Or if they don't have it on, if they're talking to a player or whoever, are they social distancing? And based on, I guess, the percentage of how they break it down, I'm not really sure how they break it down, you get fined. You know what I'm saying? First offense is $100,000. Second offense is $200,000. Third offense is $300,000.
And that goes towards the university? That goes towards the
No, they actually take it out of their, I guess, TV fund or revenue, some type of revenue fund. They take it out. They never get it.
Right.
They just keep it.
The television. Right.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man.
I just think it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game to play. It's dangerous in a physical standpoint, but it's even more dangerous when it's physical and you have now an environment where it can mess up on the inside. And for them young guys to still be out there, I both applaud and worried for them, because selfishly as a fan, we love football.
Right.
But I don't love it at the expense of somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it for that because, there was a player at Cal U back home in Pennsylvania who passed away. And although he passed away because he had a blood clot to the heart, it was first established that he had COVID-19. And the report initially said he passed away from COVID, but they didn't want to contribute it to COVID, more so the blocked artery to the heart due to the health conditions. But it just goes to show that, this pandemic is far yet from over.
True.
Not only is it far yet from over, it seems like they're ramping up now. So, I'm not sold on the climate of playing these games right now. It just seems different. The MLB had their issues with COVID, and they had whole teams that was out, but it was far and in between.
Right.
It wasn't on a week basis, meaning like this team had COVID the week before, now the team they played got COVID, now they got quarantined, now when they play again, the team they played next got COVID.
Right,
it seems like it's just passing.
We just passing it on. We getting this money. You gonna get it. You gonna go play the next person, but we gonna get this money.
And then on top of that, I'm not sold with how the numbering, the AP polls, and because there's so many games that's being missed, and for me,
it's watered down right now.
The ACC, they like a lot of credit, and I don't take nothing away from the Clemson Tigers, bro. But when I look at competition wise, I can't. That's not football to me. To watch them blow every team out because they're only playing the ACC, and the ACC don't have anything to offer to college football. So when they put up 73 points today on Georgia Tech, 73-7, it's like, why is that game even played? You know what I'm saying? So of course they want to be number one. They ain't losing to nobody in the ACC. The ACC's not a threat to nobody. The ACC got one good team, and that's Clemson. There are no other good teams. The other teams, Miami, Pitt, Virginia Tech, so inconsistent.
So you feel that? Do you feel that there should be a change to scheduling, as far as competition wise?
Absolutely.
I feel there should be an adjustment to that, as far as how you recruit, how well you've dominated over the years. I feel like there should be a certain competition.
But it is, because
you shouldn't be able to schedule, like, if I'm Alabama, you shouldn't be able to schedule Robert Morris. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. But you shouldn't be able to schedule those type of games.
But the crazy thing is they shouldn't. But those games are beneficial to the smaller teams because one, it gives them a platform to be on national TV against a premier team.
Right.
But at the same token, the amount of money that Alabama pays a team like Robert Morris is crazy. Right. So that university is getting paid at least a couple $100,000 just for Alabama to play them because they know they don't have a shot against Alabama.
For sure.
And I feel like you doing a disservice to your team because they know they shouldn't be on the same field as them. But like you said at the beginning, it's all about the money. Like T.I. said, it's all about the money.
Hey.
But in regards to like the Pac-10, the Big 12, the SEC, I just feel that with as many games that continue to be canceled, like when you watch a game like today, Temple's record was like 1-1, and the team they played was like 3-2. Look how lopsided that is. You know what I'm saying? Like Temple was in protocols for like the first 2-3 weeks of the whole college football season.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like it's lopsided. Like nobody's playing the same amount of games.
Yeah, I don't see how they can.
So it's an unfair advantage.
I don't see how they could crown.
I don't feel like there should be a college football playoffs this year.
I don't think they could crown a
but they will.
This year. It's
just
all about the
cause
money. They're gonna get that money.
So
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all about the money, bro. They're gonna get it.
But I honestly don't. It's not success. This doesn't seem like a success story.
It doesn't.
In college football, like it was with
just as the NFL doesn't. The NFL's not succeeding right now.
I mean, hey, to be quite honest, we could just go ahead and
let's just go right on into
it. They tie hand in hand.
Truth, man. So Atlanta just closed its facility.
Jacksonville just closed their facility down.
So
Tennessee been on a down they was almost on a down for 2 weeks straight. Atlanta
Patriots canceled practice.
They had another player test
they canceled practice. Yeah.
It's a tricky the slope is tricky, man. Like, I just don't. I don't see it, man. You know, and then for me, if you tell me you got a common cold, I'm treating it just like COVID.
You got to.
Because,
you got to.
like OBJ.
You gotta be cautious.
How is Nick Saban coaching tonight?
I don't know. They said he took 5 tests.
It doesn't matter, but
it doesn't
you're supposed to
matter.
self-quarantine.
14 days, right? I mean, hey, the president do it. Why can't he? You know? I mean, I guess the president's the leader of this nation. They could do what they want. The rest of us, we got to quarantine for 14 days, but I guess the rich and powerful. We can say Nick Saban's rich and powerful. Alabama's one of the richest, powerful schools in the SEC.
Hey, bro.
So
when they said he was coaching,
their rules ain't our rules, bro.
when they said he was coaching,
Yeah.
I was like, how?
Yeah.
You got players that test positive and can't play that week.
Can't be
period.
around-
They
can't
can't
be
be
around
around.
the
They can't be
stadium.
in the facility.
Right.
They can't be in the weight room.
Mhm.
Everything got to be virtual for them.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Saban just tested positive this week. In the middle of the week, I automatically knew he wasn't coaching this game.
Mm-hmm.
For them to come out and say that, oh, he tested negative on 5 tests. Okay, what that mean?
That means
A quarantine is a quarantine.
Exactly.
Just because it ain't detected it now don't mean he still ain't carrying it.
Exactly, man. So
And that's the risk that they put those young players at.
they don't care.
It's all about the money, like you said.
Hell yeah. How about OBJ popping up? He had some type of
He said he was
mysterious
at a,
illness.
right, and that's
But it
why.
wasn't COVID, but
It's
that's
still, it's
how.
a common cold, and that's why I
Yeah.
said for me, he still should not be. He still should have to take time off
Yeah.
to make sure
Yeah.
that it is in fact. Just because you test negative today,
Mm-hmm.
don't mean you ain't gonna test positive Sunday evening after the game is over.
Also, Melvin Gordon, mysterious illness, but it
He's
wasn't
out too,
COVID.
but he's out.
Yeah.
They ain't playing. They,
Yeah.
man, you know, just
Well,
like
it's
Jacksonville.
tricky, man. It's
Jacksonville
tricky.
had one today, but Jacksonville's still scheduled to play tomorrow.
Yeah. So look, we talking about this with NFL players, right?
Uh huh.
How about when it's everyday life? We about to hit winter.
And it's gonna
Everyday
get
life
worse.
now. So how you gonna treat your coworker like when you go back? You just got a common cold, but you gonna be looking at him different,
Hey,
now,
check
right?
it. Listen,
It's crazy.
any of my coworkers cough around me, I'm looking at them with the fight eyes.
Yeah, no, but that's the world has changed. The world is different now, man. You gotta be more. You gotta be cautious of everything, even though you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be super cautious, bro.
So, let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna take it slightly off, before we end out. Why did our beloved Steelers
Here we
not?
go.
Yeah, here we go. Why did our beloved Steelers not take a shot at Lev Bell? Hey, shout out to Rasheed Marshall, man, and all them boys we was out with last week, man. Hey, shout out to you, homie.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, listen, why did we not take a shot at Bell? Don't say
I
we don't need
feel
him.
like
Don't say we don't need him.
I ain't gonna say we didn't need him. I felt like they moved past him. I felt like they didn't want to deal with that.
But moving past him is a personal. This is my thing when it comes to the Steelers, and this is the one thing I really disliked about our organization. They put that personal over on the field because at the end of the day, he can help us win for a backfield that we're struggling on.
But a business relationship is still a personal relationship, bro.
But how about this? I don't see where business went sour because the Steelers last year were still trying to trade for him at the trade deadline when the Jets put him on the block. The Steelers were willing to trade for him.
The needs may have changed for
But
us.
how? Our needs ain't changed. We still need a running back. We still need a running back, bro.
We adequate at that position.
We ain't
right?
adequate. We below adequate, bro. We're
We're at. I mean, I'm just saying for what we're doing with the offense right now, they're paying. They're doing pretty good.
No, they're not, bro.
Why not?
We still
They're doing
struggling.
good enough to open up the pass game.
Bro, we still struggling. No, bro.
What?
Bro.
Did you not watch the game last week?
Bro, are you serious?
Are you serious? What?
Who did we play? Who did we play? Can you just answer me that?
Are we in the NFL?
Who did we play?
Are we not in the NFL?
Who did we play?
Are we in the NFL?
Do you know the teams that we
These
played?
are all NFL players.
Do you know the teams that we played this
These
year?
are all NFL players.
They got a
brother.
combined record of 3-15-1.
It doesn't matter. They're
Bro,
NFL
it does
players.
matter.
You're NFL players, bro.
Okay, how will our running backs do tomorrow against Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns defense?
We'll see. It's going to be a tough outing.
Do you think our running backs are going to have a good game?
Yeah, they
No.
can. They can. Why not?
Our running backs don't do good against good defenses, man. That's my point.
We'll see, man.
That is my point.
Let's go. Hey, con man.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Shout out to Connor, man.
That's what he is. He's a con man.
Connor going for 120 tomorrow, man.
Shut up. Oh, yeah. And you know how he's going to get that? Because we're going to be in the fourth quarter. He's going to have 15 carries for 45 yards like he did 2-3 games ago. And then on the last drive, when we need to solidify, he's going to escape for a 50-yard run so he can have 16 touches for 120 yards like he earned that and make his yards per average look better than what it is.
What you mean? If you do it, don't matter when you do it, you did it.
Oh, God, bro.
What you mean? We don't do this for play. This is his job.
So a position, like I said, that we need to be strengthened at because we're weak. Then what do? We allow teams like Buffalo, other playoff contenders, right? Kansas City, come on.
We don't build our free agency, bro.
But that's the issue. That's the issue.
But you know this though as a Steeler fan. We don't build our free
what I'm
agency.
saying is we just can't keep going off the draft. We can't just keep waiting to developmentally build players. We have to at times throw in those wrinkles of free agency when they're needed.
Like Minka Fitzpatrick was the last.
Bro, this was an opportune moment. 1.69 million.
We didn't need
1.69 million.
We don't need Bell right now.
If we're still playing in a couple weeks, Connor will be hurt by week 12.
For all that, we could have got
Connor will be hurt by week 12.
We could have got Fournette.
I don't think Fournette was an answer for us.
Bro, if you check our history, the Steelers never go backwards, bro.
It ain't going backwards.
I think we got one. I think it was Greg Lloyd.
Plaxico Burress came back.
Oh yeah, Plaxico came back. But after that, we didn't do that.
But again, we can't say it's business because when he wasn't looking for another team and his team, because the coach ain't really agree with the contract, was trying to see what the trade was, the Steelers was trying to trade for him. That tells me their interest was still great. So last year to this year, there is no difference in our backfield. Our running backs are the same running backs. Our running backs do the same thing. Benny Snell have good games, but Benny Snell is putting the ball on the ground. James Conner is still injury prone. That is a position that we could have strengthened, and then a player that knows our system, that it ain't going to take much for him to come in and be acclimated. And then for him to go to Kansas City, a team that has everything and needed that one thing. And we gave exactly that. We didn't even put up a fight. Kansas City needed a running back. Do you know Kansas City only has one rushing touchdown this season, and that came in the first game of the season? And Kansas City right now is in the 20th and below in rushing. And what did we do? They got Hardman, they got Watkins, they got Hill, they got Kelsey, they got Mahomes. All they needed was somebody that can tote the rock.
Bro, they already got a running back that can tote the rock.
But they're not sold on him, bro.
What do you mean? Williams is a dog.
You talking about my man from LSU from last year?
Oh,
Williams opted out from COVID.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so we talking about Aaron Edwards.
He been balling though this year.
But he ain't balling enough that's consistent for them on a basis. Last week, the reason why they lost was because they couldn't run the ball. So they had to air it out. Come on, boss.
Bro, he's a rookie.
Oh my gosh.
So bro, you was a hard cookie to sell, bro. You just expect everybody to be Barry Sanders on it. No, he's a rookie. He's not balling this year. What I'm saying
is Kansas City did what they needed to do. Even though he's balling as a rookie, they went with what's best for the team right now and drafting a savvy veteran like Bell that now
maybe that. But still,
your pass.
Did we have the cap room to do that?
1.6 million? Are you serious?
Did we have the cap room to do it?
Bro, we could have ate that. They could have put money. They could have gave Ben more of a salary bonus. They could have adjusted salary.
Okay, bro. Let me ask you this: Why you feel? Why you feel they didn't pick up Le'Veon Bell? Answer your own question.
Because why?
Answer your own question.
Because they're trying to make our running back room feel like they're confident in them, which I feel is the wrong approach. Why you can send confidence in another way? Hey, yes, we just picked up Le'Veon Bell, but our rotation is the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Samuels, we can let Jalen go for Lev Bell. Come on.
Listen, bro. Look, if you notice the game, bro, whoever, like, Snell or Connor gonna get the hot hand. You gotta let them. You gotta let them grind out,
The
bro.
Steelers don't let them grind out, bro. We saw that.
But you gotta.
Snell had
the type of the guys you gotta let grind out, bro.
Snell
They
had
gonna pop out.
Snell had the hot hand at the end of the game for our first game because Connor got hurt,
right.
and he had the hot hand. But guess what? Snell ain't start game 2 when he was the hot man.
No.
Snell ain't get the most carries in game 2. They still gave it to Connor, and Connor still late. Bro, I'm not sold on our running back position, bro. I'm not gonna stop saying that.
I mean,
because they proved me right.
Bro, I'm not gonna. I mean, he's doing a good job.
Is our running game opening up the passing game?
Yeah, they're doing a good enough job.
Our running game is not opening up the
They had
passing
4
game.
touchdowns last week.
What? That ain't the running game opening up. That's Ben moving up. That's Ben moving receivers. If you look at what he did, Ben strategically
Play action,
put
bro.
Claypool.
He had two touchdowns.
It wasn't play action.
No,
Yeah.
one
was a play action.
Yeah.
He moved Claypool on that last touchdown to the left side from the right to match up with the linebacker and realize that they did not shift the cornerback back over Claypool. So that was good movement on Ben. That was good quarterback play.
Yeah, good quarterback play.
So-
Shout out to B Hunt, man. Quarterback play makes the difference in the world, man.
Yeah. But I ain't sold on our running back room,
I
bro.
mean, they doing okay,
I ain't sold.
man.
Okay, don't
Shout
cut
out
it.
to Steeler running back committee, man.
Okay,
I
don't
got
cut
faith
it.
in y'all, man.
The AFC North
Get the
is
job
tough
done,
right now. Cleveland right now, regardless of how I feel about them. The Ravens right now, regardless of how I feel about them.
I mean, the Ravens is balling.
And to be quite honest, Cincinnati's record is one thing, but they've been playing good ball.
For sure, we probably got the hardest division this year.
So, but when it comes to running backs, everybody else got better running backs than what we got. I give the the Ravens.
The only thing, look, not to cut you out, bro. I felt we should have picked up what's my man's name from Ohio State?
Oh, Dobbins. I said that too.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, I said that too.
I felt we should have picked him up.
I said that too, and he was there for us to take.
He was. Just like Lamar Jackson was there for us to take. But let's not get on that Steeler Nation.
So, but at the end of the day,
See
bro,
how that turned out.
I felt like Lev Bell coming back to Pittsburgh was good for us on the field because he automatically makes teams adjust because teams will be like, he's in a familiar situation. There's a lot of familiarity there. It's the same offensive coordinator. The plays, the names of the plays change, but the plays ain't changed. It's almost the same offensive line. Like, so now,
I think it was the same. I think he had Haley.
Fancher was there for his last year.
Okay.
So the familiarity would have already played a part in game planning. To say, yeah, we know he wasn't there for a year and a half, but he's familiar with their system. He's familiar with their coaches. They're familiar with him. They already know it ain't going to take much to throw this wrinkle in for Bell. So you automatically make teams now have to prepare. I just feel like for teams playing against us right now, teams prepare for Ben, and they prepare for Juju, and they prepare for offensive passing. Running is second, third, or maybe fourth standards in regards to how they prepare against us. Because teams ain't blitzing us like that when it comes to the run. And our running backs ain't going, they're not putting up a fight going down. They're going down off the first hit. So I just think that Lev Bell would have, I'm not saying he's the answer, but he's an answer.
Can you quote me Lev Bell stats for 2020 or 2019?
Lev Bell was hurt. Lev Bell last year only had 893 yards rushing. He didn't have 1,000 yards. Lev Bell was hurt last year.
Can you quote his?
And this year he missed.
Quote his stats this year.
This year he missed 2 games. He got like 163 yards or something like that. So if we want to quote stats, and I'm glad you brought this up. So remember, Lev Bell is playing for a New York Jets team who was depleted at the offensive
This is
line.
Lev Bell. This is Lev Bell.
Well, wait.
Barry Sanders played on the Lions.
But wait, Barry Sanders played on the Lions, but he also had Glover as his center.
What?
Glover was his center. The offensive line was not as bad as the Jets.
What?
Oh my God.
Hey, how y'all feel about that? Did Barry Sanders have a line?
Barry Sanders' line was better than the Jets. Let's pose that question out there. Let's pose that question.
Barry never had a line, bro.
We pose that question on social media. Was Barry Sanders Detroit Lions offensive line better than the New York Jets offensive line with Le'Veon Bell? Yes or no? We're going to shoot that out there because I tell you this, Lev never has a lane. Barry had a lane, but Barry only needed a crease. Lev don't have
Barry never hit, bro. Barry made his own lane.
Bro, hold on.
Bro, Barry Sanders will shake his hips, give you the head nod. You be way over there and he go back the other way.
Barry Sanders had lanes. He may not have had them.
Not have no lanes.
He may not have had them all the time.
Did you see my man? Bro, I know you watch. Listen, man. I'm going to take my man home and put on. Listen, I'm a running back, bro. He's a running back too. I don't know why he's acting like this. If you turn on some Barry Sanders highlights, bro, all you're going to see him doing is immaculate stuff. Every time. I'm talking about run to this hole, it's stuffed up, he going to spin to the left, shake this guy, run all the way back around this way, shake two people over here, and take off 60 yards down the field. Y'all young cats who don't know who Barry Sanders is, Google that.
That is true.
Okay.
However, he still had offensive line presence. Yo, the Jets don't have that. Okay, so tell me this. Remember, he had Herman Moore at wide receiver, right? Hold on. Hold on. Yes or no?
We talking about the line.
The line.
We ain't going in on.
Okay,
We
but
talking about the old line.
I still stand by that statement that Barry Sanders' line for Detroit Lions is
We
better
got to
than
do some
offensive
research
line.
on that pitch and push fast.
Hey,
we
listen.
going to do the research ourselves. We're going to have to come back to that, man.
Hey,
But
next
yeah,
episode, we bring
for
that.
sure.
But I stand by that comment. Detroit Lions line was better than the Jets line with Barry and Lev Bell. I still stand by the comment that the Steelers should have picked up Lev Bell and instead of letting him go to a contender like they did. You gotta play situational football.
I don't think that would have worked with Ben, bro. You gotta think about his
He
relationship.
ain't say nothing bad about Ben, bro.
Huh?
That was your
Bro,
boy
I
Brown.
think it's some tension in there. It's just some tension with Bell and
That
Ben.
was your boy Brown. His only issue with Ben was that he allowed Brown to dictate the offensive flow, that he would audible it from a running play to a passing play that only went to Brown. That's all he said. He said, I don't call plays. You know, and I'm just a running back. I'm just 2'6". All I can do is go out there and run the ball when my number's called. I can't help it when a play is audible to a pass play from a running play. That's all he said. He ain't never go out on record talking bad about Ben or the Steelers. He said it just didn't work. That was a professional spot. It just didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the fact that they tried to pursue him last year tells me that it wasn't bad business. I mean, it wasn't personal. It was just business. The fact that they tried to get him back last year when he ain't re-signed with him.
Maybe it's chess,
And it's
not
just,
checkers.
And remember, it's the same running back room, my G.
Maybe it's chess, not checkers.
So, you know, and you know what? On that note, we're gonna go ahead and check out. We're gonna go ahead and check out Pits and Push episode 9, Sports Talk Radio. Let's get it. Hey.
Pits and Push.
Sports Talk Radio. Hey. 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 Let's go.